Here's another one.
Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my PlayStation Vita collection update video. So I'm really excited today because, well, we're going over PlayStation Vita games. These are the recent pickups, basically everything I got since my huge PlayStation Vita collection video. If you're interested in checking out my old games and my thoughts on those, check out that video. This is just my new stuff and my thoughts on the new stuff. And then also, we just hit 1,000 subscribers. That is awesome. Like, one of the things that surprised me the most about the YouTube community is just how great you guys have been. Like, giving me information, tips about new games, or even just like with my Japanese Super Nintendo video I just did, you guys were translating some of the titles of the games, letting me know which games to check out and which ones you thought were cool, and it was just so awesome that you guys were so super helpful and everything. And then also translation patches, and oh my goodness. But yeah, you guys have been awesome, and I just want to thank you so much. But let's get into the games. Alright, so I did pick up Atelier, Eska, and Logi Plus, the limited edition. I have an unboxing video of this if you're interested in that. I'll put a link. The Plus version is the definitive version, comes with a lot of extra stuff, additional outfits and quests and stuff like that. And I really like the art style in Atelier games. It's really, really cool. And for some reason, the battle music in this game kind of disturbs me, and I really have no justification for it. It sounds good, but it disturbs me. I think it's that weird flute that comes into play. I don't know, you guys listen to it and let me know if, I'm thinking it's just all in my head, something weird in my head that like disturbs me about this music, but it's that flute. I know it's that flute that does it every time.
Yeah! How's this? Whoa, careful! I won't let you.
Anyway, it is a fun game, and that's not enough to deter me from it. I did already play it quite a bit. I really enjoy it. Code Realize is an Otome visual novel. I haven't got too far into it, so I can't really comment on it too much, but it did get really good reviews, and so if you are into Otome games, this is supposedly one of the better English translated ones. Deception 4 is a pretty fun game. Actually, I really like this one. It's a little weird though. Basically, you play as a half demon, and humans are coming in to try to defeat you, I guess, and you have to defend your domain with sadistic traps. You get extra points for comboing, so like you could catch them in a bear trap and then shoot them with an arrow and then drop a pumpkin on their head and then like slice them with like a big blade. It's crazy. And it's pretty funny, like actually reading some of the bios on the humans that come into your domain, because it might be like something like this lady's like looking for like some, you know, she's trying to cure her father is ill or something like that, and so, you know, she's got all these good intentions, and then you're there torturing her with your sadistic traps. But then there'll be other types of people that are just like some guy that is like abusive towards women or something like that, and so like you're kind of like, you just don't really care whether or not this is a good person or not. You just like, you're in my place, so I mean, I gotta torture you. So anyway, it's a pretty fun game. Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax is a pretty fun fighter. It features characters from various anime and games, which is really interesting. And I'll tell you which anime or game that character is from in their bio screen. Also, what's really cool about this is it came with a move sheet. So it's got like all the different characters and their moves right on the back. So pretty cool that it actually came with that. I was really kind of surprised, you know, every time I open up a new Vita game and it has like something in there. It's always surprising. But yeah, this is really cool. And some of the moves are just ridiculous. This one girl that's got like, her special move is she drops like a crane machine on your head, And then she goes and plays the crane machine and tries to get you with the claw that comes down or whatever. It's silly, it's crazy. Crazy fighting game, but I really like it. It's a lot of fun. Earth Defense Force 2, it's not too graphically impressive, but it is a really fun game. It's just plain fun to go around and just destroy the buggernauts, the giant bugs that are coming invading the city. And then you can just blow up entire buildings and stuff, so it's just all sorts of destruction. And I really like the upgrade system in this game. Like, rather than gaining experience and leveling up, it's just kind of, I guess it's a refreshing change, because I like that too. But instead of that, there's like item drops that permanently boost your stats. And you can replay levels if you want to just, you know, build up your character. But yeah, it's just a fun game. And actually, I played this quite a bit online co-op, and that was actually really fun, and it worked really well. So that was really cool. I don't think I've ever played a PlayStation Vita game online before this one, so that was kind of cool. I should try more. Also, this game has reversible cover art, so you can either do, this is the standard one, or you can do, turn it inside out and do this. So any of these games that have reversible cover art, I'm going to show you guys from now on. Someone mentioned that actually like in my last video, and I was like, hey, that's a good idea, you know? So yeah, you guys are always giving me tips and stuff like that, so I appreciate it. Farming Simulator 14, I have to be honest, I'm not really excited about farming in a game. I did get a little stuck early on. I couldn't figure out where to bring the wheat. They told me to either bring it to the silo to store it or sell it, but I couldn't figure out where I needed to bring it to store it in the silo or where to sell it. So I still have some figuring out to do in this game. And one other point I will make about this game, it is PlayStation TV compatible, but it's not really PlayStation TV friendly. So there's a lot of on-screen prompts and menus that require you to use the click pointer, which is kind of awkward, and it would just be easier if you could just use the D-pad and like accept button. So I don't know, that was kind of weird. So not really ideal on PlayStation TV at the moment, but yeah, it works. It's a fine Vita game otherwise. I finally picked up Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. This was the last Hyperdimension Neptunia game that I needed for my collection, and it took me so long to pick this up because I was just waiting for the right price. It's like these games, for some reason the Hyperdimension Neptunia games, it's hard to find them drop in price. So I finally got a good deal on it, so I finally picked it up. And yeah, if you've never played Hyperdimension Neptunia games before, they're a turn-based role-playing game with kind of a silly story. But what makes the story so interesting is that it's like, it makes references to the game industry, console wars, and each of the characters represents a different game console, and so it's just interesting to see the dialogue there. But otherwise, it is a fun game. It's a kind of a cutesy game, like happy, bright colors, and I don't know, it's just fun to play. Trails of Cold Steel, I did pick up the limited edition, and there's an unboxing video of that if you're interested in check it out. If you like turn-based role-playing games, this is an excellent one. The colors are vibrant, the graphics are great, soundtrack is great, and from the very beginning of this game, I just felt this sense of adventure, like I was like going on this really exciting adventure, and it's just really cool. Also available on the PlayStation 3, and this is another game that has reversible art. So there's the reverse side, and then the regular. So very cool. Lego Ninjago Shadow of Ronin. It's basically your standard Lego game. Although I don't know if I would recommend it on the Vita unless you do want to just play a Lego game on the go, because this doesn't do local co-op or any type of co-op really for that matter. And like that's what I'm used to, like on the consoles you can just play some couch co-op, you know, but obviously there's no two controllers on the Vita. So but yeah, if you want to play Lego on the go, then I guess there you go. Lost Dimension is a turn-based role-playing game. I haven't really been able to get into this one yet, and I'm not sure why. I think it might be maybe the colors. I like vibrant, colorful games, and that's what I love most about Nintendo games. They're always bright and colorful, but and a lot of the Vita games are too, but not so much this one. So yeah, I can't really comment on it too much. I haven't played it that much, but yeah, it's a turn-based role-playing game from Atlas. Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I really wanted this limited edition, when it was first announced, but then I noticed when they were taking pre-orders for this game, they wanted $50 for the standalone copy, and then I think $80 for the limited edition. And I'm like, brand new Vita games are almost always like $40, sometimes even less with the case of Earth Defense Force. But why $50? It made me feel like they're just applying this like Atlas tax of $10 onto the game because they knew Persona 4 is so popular that they're just gonna like charge an extra $10. I don't know. So I decided not to get it initially, and I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just wait for the price to come down and I'll just pick up a standalone copy when the limited edition is sold out. But I guess they didn't sell out of all their inventory of the limited edition, and Amazon had the whole limited edition marked down to like $57, so I picked it up because actually when I went to Free Play Florida, this kind of helped my decision. When I went to Free Play Florida, I got a hotel room and stuff there, and I brought my PlayStation Vita, but I didn't have a place to put my PlayStation Vita. I just put it in my bag with all my other stuff. I kind of like wrapped it around my clothes so that it wouldn't like be bumping up with cameras and other stuff. And I was like, I need a bag. You know what? That Persona 4 limited edition Dancing All Night comes with a little Vita carrying bag, and I was like, that would be so cool. And I was like, wonder if they have any more limited editions left. Sure enough, and they were clearancing them out on Amazon. So really cool. It's got kind of like a nice little diamond pattern inside, and it's pretty sweet. It kind of looks like a, I don't know, like a money pouch, or kind of looks like a purse though. I don't know. But it's Persona. I don't care. I'm gonna carry this with me. This game does not play like a standard Persona game. Dancing All Night is a music rhythm game, and it just has the characters from Persona and Persona 4 music, which I absolutely love. Unfortunately, I do like music rhythm games as well, and the story mode is actually pretty interesting too. So I'm kind of like, I wonder what's gonna happen next. But yeah, it's very, even though it's not a Persona game, it's got that Persona story mode, and so yeah, it's a really cool game. And I'm really glad to have picked up the limited edition. It comes with a soundtrack, which is probably, you know, one of the best parts about Persona is the music, and this really heavy like gold keychain thing. Came with a Vita skin, which I'm not going to use, but I'm just going to keep it in the limited edition so it's complete. Whoops. Anyway, yeah, Persona 4 Dancing All Night. I'm glad to finally have the limited edition. I'm glad to get it for like a more reasonable price than their initial ask. Steins Gate is a game that's not very graphically impressive. It did get really good review scores though, so I imagine it's got a really good story. I just haven't been in the mood to get into a graphic novel lately. Super Beat Sonic is a music rhythm game that's got a wide variety of music on it, and there's a lot to choose from, and it's got nice vibrant graphics. It is PlayStation TV compatible, but I did find it, I thought, at least for me, I thought it was easier to play using the touchscreen than the controller controls, like the analog sticks. The analog sticks are what kind of got me. For some reason, I had trouble with a lot of the analog movements. The digital ones, I didn't have a problem with, like all the D-pad stuff. That I actually preferred to the screen, but switching between the D-pad and the analog sticks during the song was just kind of awkward for me. But yeah. Definitely check it out if you like music rhythm games. This is a good one to have. Sword Art Online Lost Song. The game is really fun. I love the graphics are vibrant and colorful, and I really love the flying mechanic too. So you can like fly up and explore these floating islands and just search for like hidden treasure and stuff like that. It's really fun, and the game plays like the story is like a. You're playing as, I don't even know how to word this, you're playing as some people that are playing a virtual reality MMO together. So it's like playing an MMO that's scripted. So like your main character and will be talking to his other friends that are with him playing this game, and you'll be in the game and you'll see some like really high level people and you're like, oh, those guys are really powerful. We may have to PvP them. It's weird, but it's also really cool. I really like this game. Anyway, so that is it. Those are my recent PlayStation Vita game pickups. If you're interested in checking out my other games, here's the full collection currently as it sits now. I do have a video that kind of covers the other games in my collection. So check that out if you haven't seen it. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much. You guys have been awesome.